One, two. That, put your hand down. 3, 4, 6, and 7. Alright. This is speech number 4, persuasive speech. Okay. So most of us here are college students, correct? Yeah, except the 2 older ones, that's whatever. And I'm assuming that you guys all want to grow up and be successful out of college, right? Yeah.
Right. Right.
Well, I mean, there are many ways you can achieve this. Good grades, just being out there and everything. But then most people, at least college students, they usually don't do is get involved. How many of you guys are in like some type of outside organization? Yeah?
Oh, wow.
Okay, most of you guys, that's good. But usually a typical average student usually walks in not open-minded at all and doesn't try and open themselves, especially freshman year. I can talk about this because throughout freshman year, like high school and everything, I was kind of a shy kid, not really too outgoing. And like anytime I tried giving speeches, my face would turn red, like it probably is now. But and like just I never really pushed myself to get out there. Going to my freshman year of college, I roomed with 2 guys from high school. I still got out there, but not as much as I should have. So I didn't really like challenge myself to try and like push myself to that next step, I guess, you know. And I guess like just saying that most college students do that, especially freshmen. I guess like something I would like to do is get involved more, like because I didn't really know like any like academic organizations, clubs, or anything outside other than dorm. I met some people through the dorm, great, loved it, but mainly I didn't reach out to try and strive for some kind of like all around like knowing people from like all different parts like throughout campus, older, younger, or just mainly freshmen. Sophomore year, then I finally got my feet wet, tried to like decide to do something new, join a fraternity, which I managed to meet a lot of new guys, and like I was more like on my own. I had one other guy I knew with me from high school, but mainly it was just like we push ourselves out there, strive to meet new people, and that even forces us to get involved on campus. So I guess what I'm getting at is outside organizations in college are there to help like enhance the college experience, meet new people, make connections for the future, and try and be successful after college. So I guess like first step of that is just getting out of your comfort zone. Most people have different types of bubbles, big or small, and coming into I guess if you're like a small town boy coming into a big college, it's hard for them. They're not used to the different atmospheres that are given, and it's a different situation that they're pushed into. But then their job to try and enhance that and get out of that is to get out of their comfort zone, get their feet wet, and mainly uh, Margie Werrell, a writer for Forbes, said, "In an increasingly competitive, cautious, and accelerated world, those who are willing to take risks, step out of their comfort zone and into discomfort or uncertainty, will those who will reap the biggest rewards." So, I mean, they're just getting themselves out there and now push them, try and get the best of what they have. And just like, and as Dr. Martin found too, also a person that she wrote about in her article, Forbes, Dr. Martin, founder of positive psychology, said, "It's not your failures that determine our future success, but how we explain them to ourselves." So it's how we deal with failure. Just like I mean, like we'll all fail every once in a while. Key is to learn from it and move on. And just that comes from just getting yourself out there and challenging yourself, right? So it's just the first step is just to take that chance, because then that'll lead to success. Usually, students who are more successful, especially throughout college, are more involved. There's like a steady link in that, just because they have more around them. Like they'll have more people like hang out with, study off of, and just like build connections. Even if it's with the teacher, hang out with them even outside of classes. Students who build teacher connections often learn a lot more and can feel more comfortable approaching the class in any manner they choose. So it's just like, and sometimes a teacher will be like a head person in like a student organization. I know one of my engineering professors, Brian Young at KU, is one of the head of the engineering student council there. He was a great guy. I didn't really strive to get out there. I didn't really learn about this more until my sophomore junior year. Because I had a freshman year, I didn't even try. I was more like hang out and party really. So then I guess just trying to get out that. With that being said, now National Survey of Student Engagement for 2013 revealed like students who like take more notes, review key information for college and everything, are generally more successful because they're involved in something else. Like they know how to manage their time better, get out there, and like when they're pushing to like doing other activities outside of school, then like when they do have to come back and do schoolwork, it's not like completely like yes, school, school, school. They're managing time, balance themselves out, de-stress when they need to be. So it just kind of helps overall in balancing your whole college experience and just like making it fun. Everyone has a different types of fun. I know it's fraternity, I love it. Other people like to go do ice cream socials with their student group organization. So, and with that, now talking about graduation rate with student success and everything, a report written by Emily Driscoll reveals in 2012, graduation rate was 31% for public schools and 52% for private colleges. It's just like people, it's hard for people to get into college and stay with it and graduate. And studies reveal that most of the students that are successful are involved in something else just because they have that help they needed. Like they ask for help, they get out there, push themselves, and it's just all around a better experience for them. They'll say it when they're out of college, they'll love it. But and then and then once that happens, they're just into a different atmosphere and a whole lot of like they get more respect from the student organizations and teachers and everything like that. And mainly once you get out of your comfort zone, the next step is to try and find that organization that's right for you. You know, different clubs, everything, which is hard to do when you don't really know where to look. I know freshman year again, I didn't really know where to look. But like usually generally colleges, especially first week coming into like school, they'll throw like a week where like career fair, like we have a thing called Hawk Week where just like different clubs and everything's set up all throughout like our main campus and like try and get themselves out there and try and recruit. That's something students don't really usually pay attention towards. It just another resource that no one really takes advantage of. And even most colleges like online resources that all you need to do is like click and look up club organizations. I know you can just click look up clubs, it gives you a list of fraternities, group of people throughout each major, like engineering, like journalism, business, all that. So I mean, there's a bunch of things out there. You just need to look, be willing to know where to look, how to look, and everything like that. Because like once you finally get that stage where you're out there making connections, that can lead to a future like business connection, letter of recommendation, or some sort like that. You know, because Darcy Miller, a journalist, she had a club like where they had an assignment where she had to go interview someone. She interviewed a person that used to be on the junior Olympic team, swimming team, and later she was U.S. Olympians Association, which then led to her getting a letter of recommendation from the guy and ended up getting a pretty good job interview from it. So I mean, the fact is, you just never know where it's going to take you, because like, I mean, like even if like you're looking for not even a letter of recommendation, something to do in spare time, engineering school, there's like KU Engineering. You got I'm part of ASCE, American Society of Civil Engineers. I mean, if you're not into that, you like sports is a great way to get into it. Intramural, soccer club, anything like that, you know? And like real technical, like real deep learning, you got your big chem clubs and like anything like that. Business-wise, you got econ club and like advertising club and just another, like you can try and choose a professional organization. But mainly to wrap things up and everything, just like you got to get yourself out there. And I challenge you guys to get your feet wet, get out of your comfort zone, and just try and find new clubs. Because in the words of John F. Kennedy, nothing worthwhile has ever been accomplished with a guarantee of success. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.